Okay, we're gonna finish this thing off real quick, I hope, because it's taking up all the space on my desk and I've got things to do. So we were up to steps 37, if you recall, from last evening, and it was yesterday that I did this, so I am not actually doing 2 videos in a row. I'm jumping in the next day. Doesn't make any sense. Right, so what do we have to do? We have to find number 38. Number 38. No, we have to find this piece here. Sorry, I'm a bit sleepy. I am feeling better. I am improving in my condition from when I fell off my bicycle, which is nice, though things are still a little raw on my shoulder, I have to say that. But I'm going to try going to sleep tonight without having a huge bandage on it, because that's kind of awkward to have on. But then again, I might not. I might just say, look, one more night, can't hurt. It's just it's such a pain, because I have to keep changing it all the time, and I want it to be, yeah, anyway, enough about that. It's not the best conversation thing. Alright, so we've done this part here. It didn't look like that. What have I done? I missed all this bit here. Like, seriously, I did that, and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing here. That's not a good sign. Today I felt like I sort of slightly disorientated in a way I've never been before. Like the world was a bit different, like the ground was wobbly or something, but I think that was actually just my back tire was not as pumped up as I thought it was, but it felt really strange. So I don't know what that was related to. I think it was all in my head. So this thing is going to have, I've never had this piece before. I'm going to say that. But we'll try it tonight. Hold on. I almost felt like coughing again. I don't know why it is. I do know why it is. I keep going over and over and over the same thing. Coughing at night. Like, I don't cough during the day. I never cough when I'm having a conversation with people in general. It's just because this is the last thing I'm doing at the end of the evening. And because I'm leaning slightly forward, I think that's the reason. But sometimes I just don't do it, even when it is late, the end of the evening. And I feel like I'm almost going to cough, but I think I can get away with not coughing tonight. So let's see if we can do that. So we've done the first wing thing. And that looks pretty cool. So I think we're going to get through this real fast, because it's the same. It's symmetrical, right? So we know what we're doing. So I'm not going to make that same mistake where I completely miss out the entire process, the entire section. So I'm going to actually just straight away do this. This is going to be a boring video because I just cannot talk properly tonight. But well, we need to get the right kind of. I hope I got the right one last time. So that will be embarrassing. I must have. It can't be that hard. It's going to be, yeah, that's fine. Because there are like 2 different types of those ones. And there are other okay, there's 2 different types of all of them. And that's okay. Alright, so that's that bit. And then I wasn't going to look at the picture, but now I am. So I finished watching Iron Man this evening. And was surprised actually to learn that I'm sure everybody else has realized this, but the person who plays Happy Hogan is actually the director of the first 2 Iron Man films. Wasn't aware of that. I can't believe I'm not aware of that. Like, that seems like the kind of thing you should be aware of. But I wasn't. But I am now, so that's good. That's a plus point. And it's a lot of these nice little star things. Like, I'm going to have all the star things, all the circles with the stars in the middle that I could ever have. I feel like I should be making an American flag, a US flag, sorry. But I don't think I'm going to have time. All the stars. So I'm going to need quite a few more stars. Like, I've got 9 because you get the little bonus extra one. So I need another 41 in the current situation. One day people in the future might be like, there are only 50 stars in the US flag. What kind of strange world is this? Right. when perhaps Puerto Rico or Guam or something gets added on. Right, and there we go. Then stop saying right. Okay. I do like saying okay then. Oh, I can't do it tonight. As a reference to a movie, which I think is Life of Brian. There we go. Alright then. I think that's how he says it. Anyway. Okay, that goes there and that goes there. This looks strangely constructed, so we're going to do it the way they do in the picture. We're going to actually put them together just like that, and we're going to hold them in and we lined up just nicely. Where's the little gold bit going? It's got to be that little gold thing, and I can't see it. Get out of the way, Kenny. No, I don't see it at all. Wait, what? What? What have I done with it? Oh no. No, it's not there. Oh, here it is. It's always underneath something else. I think I discussed that with my keys. That's exactly where my keys were. Alright, so that was just like my keys. That's actually like a metaphor for my keys in life. It's a beautiful, beautiful moment. And this can go, oops, there. And I always feel funny. Why do they do that? Why might just have a 2 by whatever that is, 10, 2 by 10, instead of 2 1x10s? I don't know. I guess because there are 3 other models, and we've been through this. I know this. There's 3 other models, and that you need those 2 long ones for the other models. So that's why. But it does feel strange, though. You're just like, what? Can't get away from that. Alright, and then we're finally going to use these things. Finally. Been waiting so long. I'm very anxious about this. There we go, they're done. It's done. I use them. And I do like this idea of using these as like, to make this nice pattern. I wonder how many sets they do this, where they have the 2 alternating colours. Because it seems like the thing that they're almost made for, doesn't it? Like, it's like they just do it so well. So there must be more than one set that does this. Or maybe this was what they were originally designed for, but they never had a set for which they could do it. And so whoever designed this was pretty excited to get that done. They're like, finally, I'm going to fulfill the Lego Corporation's what's the word? Dream of doing that. Because I think I've discussed the designer of this previously, about how I thought this set I thought was just like one of those ones that doesn't really get bought by anybody. It's just like saying maybe someone's grandparents buy them, but it doesn't seem to fit in any major theme, and it's just not that exciting. It's not like an Ninjago set or something, or anything like that. But it is a nice looking set. Like, look at that. Like, I think it looks cool. So maybe, I mean, I did buy it, so I mean, I can't be too critical, but I'm just saying, the designer must know that this is not going to be an A-list set that's going to get, everywhere, on all the billboards, and it's going to have like a red carpet opening night gala thingy. It's just going to be that one that sits on the shelf, and sometimes gets bought, and sometimes doesn't, and just, sells well, but not too well. Nothing special. But maybe it was a hit. I guess it's not really a hit at the shop that I got it from, because it was on reduced to clear, and they did actually, turns out they do actually have a couple more over them. So if it drops in price again, I might just buy another one for the fun of it, because there's some cool pieces in here, that's for sure. And it wasn't too expensive to start with. And as I said, it was. Ooh, this is weird. This is like the Zimmer frame. Is that what they're called? The frames that old people use to move around with. Except it's a little bit big. What was I saying before? I've gone and lost track of what I was saying. Oh, I don't know. It was just sitting there. Yeah, the box was sitting there, or something like that. Oh, and no, that it was actually cheaper to buy the Lego version than it was to buy the fake Lego version. So, that's quite a neat experience. I feel like I've cheated those fake Lego people out of their fake Legoing-ness. It's like rubbish video. I should have a hashtag rubbish video tag thing for this like section of videos, because some videos I quite like. I think I've done pretty well at being funny, but this video I think is just going to be me. Just no one's going to watch this. No one's going to care. All right. That one can go. Ah. Okay. Tip: don't be so hasty. Here we go. Back again. You can probably see my shadow doing that, and infer things about my appearance. That I do not in fact have giant tentacles coming out of my head. Yes, I know, you've all been asking that, if anyone's watching this. I have to remember that one day people might watch this, and so I have to keep acting as though there is a future audience. So maybe the better way of doing this is to attach it first, and then attach the other wing, instead of trying to do it. But then I don't really know where the middle is, right? So I guess that's the middle. That is the middle, because you can see that. Oh, that's a bit silly. Okay. So that's the middle, and that's how that one works. And we're not going to flick it off onto the floor again. And then it should just clip in like... come on, you can do it. I want a satisfying click from this thing. I don't want to break it. It's going to break. Okay. If I hold on to that... Oh, there we go. That was not a hassle. And there's little nice little arrows. It's nowhere near as easy as that. But then they've got like someone's finger on there. So maybe that was the tip. Hold this bit. I don't think that was going to help. I think it was the thing that made it worse. Okay, who knows? It's done. It's over. We've all worked that out. So please leave in the comments your explanation of how you built that section. And we're going to build these things. So these things are pretty easy. I'm not going to pay attention to what they're doing. I'm going to start by doing the top smooth bit and then sticking the bit with the studs on it on the bottom. So that's one, and then we have to do it twice, which is good because that was actually satisfying. So I want to relive the experience, and thank you for giving me the opportunity. I think my skin must look a bit shiny today. It's got a lot of sunblock on it. It's still a hottish weather in Auckland. So much for it being autumn. Which is the same as it was last year, so I think it's just generally going to be warm for an extra month than what it used to be. Not that I really know, not that I've ever really tracked or kept, you know, an accurate notebook detailing the temperature that I found each day to be. Alright, so we've done this. I don't know what these things are. I guess these are the aero, what are they called? Aerofoils or something, or the aero something things that go up and down. But they don't really look like that, do they? I guess they are. They must be. I don't think they really needed that. I think, well, it's got the gold on it, and that makes it look nice. So maybe it's not meant to be that. Like, if you didn't have anything to actually make the plane go up and down type thing, nobody's going to notice. But they look nice. Okay, anyway, let's just stop thinking about that. And we're going to do the wheels. And we have to turn the plane upside down, and we'll put it like that. And I like these ones. I don't know if I've had many of these, but I feel like I've had a different one to this. This is like a different style. I've only ever had one large style aeroplane, and I can't even remember what color it was. I think it was a blue and white one. It was not the most exciting one. I got that for a pretty good deal actually. I was quite chuffed about that one. I don't know where I put it though. Okay, so I don't know if I like these sorts, but that's alright. And the wheel goes. And oh, it spins nicely. Okay. That seems like such a strange thing. It even has the little tiny dots in it, but it's not actually something you can connect to. Oh well. I mean, they could have got away with not having the dots. I wonder why they do that. Oh, I don't know. Why can't it just extend the smooth bit going up into there? Can you see what I mean? Like, why does this bit have the dots? It's definitely something to contemplate. I think I will set aside a few sleepless nights to wonder about that. So here we are, back with the new yellow style ones of these, which I don't know if I actually like too many yellow pieces, because they're just, I don't know, they're quirky, but I still prefer the old grey ones. Like, you know, they all look like that. So, but now they all look like this. So they're going to change the colour of this one as well. Okay, but we do get to use the pasta pieces. That's nice, because I don't know how many of these I have, and I feel like these are going to be useful. Like, these are much better than the standard right angle pieces, because they just look cool. They look way cool. And we're going to put something in here that I've missed out. These things. Right. Which I also like, and they match these real nice. Look at that. That's aesthetically pleasing, and it makes me feel nice and warm somehow. Alright, and if I ever get stuck in the snow, I'm going to have a bunch of these with me, and then I'll be all good as I freeze to death. Alright, which I shouldn't say things like that, because those things do happen to people, and I don't want to make light of that kind of stuff. So scratch that, it's edited out, ignore what I just said. And we're going to go here and find this piece. So these are nice wheels, and they fit nice, and I like these ones. I think I prefer these ones. I don't like when they're really smooth like that, but you can't have, there's no option for that. And why would you want to have tread on a wheel that small? That actually, I mean, these ones remind me of the ones that I had when I was a kid. Right? They're really old school ones. They were the smooth ones like that. Okay. So this goes, I feel like I'm going to put it on the front. Oh yeah, look at that. That's my awesome plane. But actually it's supposed to go in here. And it's handy that we put those other pieces in there, because otherwise it wouldn't have stuck. I think they planned for this. Alright. Almost there. And so this one's black, so they're still black. Though I'm sure I read that they changed colour as well, but I think there's a different colour for the even length ones of these. But black's the way it's always been, mostly, quite often, usually. And here's this piece, which I also associate this with the Atlantis series, I think, because I think maybe that's the first series I ever got one of these. There's like a spider or something, I don't know, there's some creature that uses these. Like the octopus, I'm sure uses. We're going to do an Atlantis set at some point, because I've got one left that I haven't done, and it's quite cool. I mean, I have done it before, because I bought a couple of those sets because they were real cheap. My favourite place to go, reduced to clear bins. But I've got one left, and I liked it so much, and I'm going to do it again. From the box, fresh, brand new, and it's fun. And I'm pretty sure it has a giant squid in it, which uses this thing here, which is why I think of the Atlantis sets. Because I can't think of any other set where these things are in there, but I'm sure I do have other sets, but I'm pretty sure Atlantis was the first theme that I got, and I liked Atlantis. It was a good theme. Not my #1 favorite theme by a mile, but so there we go. Like other themes of that kind of thing, where they aren't really, you know, they only last for like one season and then they move on. I think I did like the Earth Defense Force one, you know, one of the quirky 1950s aliens. That's definitely one of my favorites, though I don't think that was that popular. And there's another one too. Oh, I like the original ones. I like the things with the monsters. Not the more recent one, but there was an older one. And I like the monster one they had that was like the film monsters. That was a cool series, but that was like a one-off. That probably didn't go too well. So we've almost done it. We've finished. They need their goggles, because you can't go flying without goggles. Everybody knows that. All the captains on the current airliners all do that. So when they're sitting there saying, "This is your captain speaking," they're actually wearing goggles. So they have to put on their "This is your captain speaking" goggles to do that. And I don't know how this is going to fit. We've got to put them in just here to finish off, because it's so hard and fiddly to adjust this. Alright, there you go, because I don't think there's any room if that's... Alright, their arms, always got to do this, right? Put their arms up in the air. I feel like you're putting like a jumper or something, or a t-shirt. on a little tiny kid, and they've got to put their arms up in the air, and you're like telling them to put their arms up in the air, and then they've got to put their arms down. So I guess that's how it works. There we go. So that's quite nice. It feels good. Does it roll good? It rolls real good. Does it roll better than a truck? It kind of does. Well, that rolls kind of the same. Oh no, it rolls better than the truck. I'm going to say that. I think it rolls better. It doesn't turn like the truck though. So I like this set. I'm going to say that. I do. It doesn't have any annoying stickers, because it doesn't have anything really except for the printed stars. It's got the cute little figure, and it's got the cool little giant propeller thing, and this gold bit on the end. I'm a bit concerned about this because you can move it around a bit, but I guess that's okay. You want it to spin super well. Though I don't know if the gold trimmings, they're perhaps a little bit odd. They don't quite seem to go with the other colours. Like maybe a more silver trimming finish would have been better. I don't think you could have used green or anything. That wouldn't have worked at all. That would have been bad. So it's good, but it feels nice. It's a nice feeling little plane. I don't want to take it apart, to be honest. I like that. It's cool. Alright, and you get a whole bunch of spare pieces too. And I'm a bit worried. You can tell I've done something wrong here because I've got three little 1x1 pieces. So obviously I've missed a piece out somewhere. And looking at it, I wouldn't have a clue where. So, well, I guess they must go here. Because, oh, not there. That would be bad. It goes there. Ooh, and I'm going to flick that one away. And I'm also a bit worried. What's this one for? That one's the extra control panel one. Okay. So that's kind of cool. They can have one on the side. And then they can have one there. And then you get a red one. And that can go there. And then another blue spare, that one can go there, and a cheese slice thing, that one can go there. I don't think their back wing things are going to work so well anymore. Does this belong to the set? I don't think it does, but this one does. And these are always worth having. These little tiny quarter circles. They can just go there, out of place. Oh, and of course the Dalek head. Because you need to exterminate your enemies when you're flying in a stunt show. Alright, there you go. So, cool. Thanks for watching. Maybe one day we will do the other models. In fact, I'm sure we will when I run out of things to talk about. But not today and not in the near foreseeable future. But I'm going to keep this around because I like it. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.